Hi everybody, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. A little different view today. Yay. Welcome back to my channel. To everyone new, hello and welcome. This is my Reborn Doll channel. However, I am recording today coming to you from the Long Island Expressway heading east. So, I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I've been uber busy. All good stuff. Nothing really bad, but just that time of year. So I am actually headed back from the city, or well, Nassau County. So I'm gonna hit the beginning of rush hour here. So I figured I would attempt to make a video. Now, I used to have the little, stand thingy for my GPS. Actually, I have that, but I had one that was small enough that clipped my phone, and this one doesn't. So I'm having to hold my phone, so I'm sorry it's kind of not steady, but I am in my new vehicle, my new Ford Explorer. Well, it's not new, but new to me, anywho. So I'm really excited about that. It was a nice ride into the city, about an hour. And it's a beautiful day. It's about, well, let's see. Right now it is 82 degrees out. So, yeah, gorgeous day on Long Island, and this bad boy has a nice sunroof. It's like it's a SUV, it's a truck. So, nice bumpy fun ride, and windows open, and the sunroof was open. I have the air conditioning on now for the way home because I don't want to sit in rush hour with everybody's exhausts and all that. Plus, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So anyhow, perfect chance to any of you that want to see, not that you're going to see much, but traffic, but a little bit of New York, or at least of the Long Island Expressway. I am in the slow lane right now, only because I am holding the camera and talking, so I don't want to be busy weaving in and out of traffic up there. Plus, I'm in a new vehicle, and I want to, just kind of baby it, and I don't know, just, I like to do that the first trip if I'm driving a new, different vehicle, just to see how it handles and what it can handle and all that good stuff. So, it is Friday, the September 20th. So, and this video will probably post today. So, happy Friday. And it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Let me know where you all are located and what the weather is like there. So yeah, so there's no particular reason other than that I've just been so busy why I haven't, been making as many videos as I normally make. It has nothing to do with, drama or whatever is going on out there. I haven't, and to all, to my friends and the channels that I regularly watch, you'll all have noticed that I haven't been there either. I haven't gotten to watch anybody's videos in the past couple days at least. The comments on my last video, I want to thank you all. I did, of course, read them all, but I don't think I responded to any of you, so please excuse that. Usually I do, here and there, will respond to people, but it's, like I said, it's just been busy. But, I said this in my last video, but, I just tend to notice that, when you really are busy with life going on, you become kind of more removed. YouTube and what, it just becomes like less important. I don't know if that makes sense, which I like to do, because it's easy, especially if you're a channel creator or if you are very active in the community, as far as watching videos and just making your way around, you know what I mean? You can kind of get sucked in, and it all becomes, consuming, and I don't like that. I don't like the feeling. I've had it happen to me before, and I had to like consciously, pull myself out of it, but it happens. So let me know how you all are doing out there and what everyone's up to for the weekend. So, and of course I'm thinking about babies. I miss the babies. I've picked Oscar up a few times, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like shaking out his blankets in the bassinet, and like every time I walk past the baby, I just like pick them up to like, just make sure, because a couple days worth of not even picking anybody up, I feel like you almost need to be like dusting them, right? So that's a thought. And I was also thinking about like, gosh, I really want to, oh, I hate this wall, it feels so tight. Anyway, I really want to slim down my collection, pare down my collection. I just feel like that would be easier to have, less babies to focus on, because I feel almost like when I don't have time like this, I'm then like flustered and overwhelmed, and I don't know which baby to like say change or do a video with or to focus on, and then I just wind up like not focusing on any. So, and I'm also wanted to ask you guys a question. Does anybody have their collection set up to where you have babies that are like mostly displayed, like that you perhaps have on shelves or a cabinet, or displayed in like bassinet, whatever, in a nursery setting or whatever, that you maybe change like to the season, but that are more of display babies, and then have just a couple babies that are like your babies that you interact with, that you change more often, that you make your videos with, take your photos with. I was wondering if any of you all have your collections like split like that. I know lots of you have like babies that you display, and you'll film going around, showing them all and stuff like that. And I know you'll some of you have babies that you role play with and interact with a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone have like a split collection like that, where you almost have designated babies that are just your display babies, and then babies that are your interaction babies. And if you do that, do you rotate the babies that you interact with, and how do you choose that? Is it just like whatever mood you're in? I was kind of sort of doing something like that when I had babies. I would rotate them in and out of my hope chest, so they weren't displayed, they were in the hope chest, and in a certain way I like that better, because it keeps them preserved. I don't have to worry about like dusting them or anything else, because honestly, like, I'm especially coming up on, gonna schedule this surgery and stuff. I want to make things less work in the house, not more, so the more obviously things that you put out on display that have to be dusted and cleaned, the more work it makes for you. So I'm like, well, should I pack babies in the hope chest, and do that, and just keep a few out, but then it's so nice to have them on display that you can still enjoy seeing them. So that's like I guess it's a choice, you know. I'm just curious as to, you know, what you all do. If anybody has suggestions, like if you have more than like 4 or 5 babies, like, you know, what do you do? How do you manage? That would be a good term. How do you manage your larger collections? I want to hear from you all. I want to get your ideas. Like I said, I've been there. I did the hope chest thing, and then I'm like, oh, but I can't see them. And, you know, I've done a little bit of downsizing. And of course, I really, at this point, you know, I do let babies go. You know, I do sell to buy, or buy and then sell, you know, however it works. But I try, you know, I've been doing that. So it's not like I'm just adding babies one after the other, and bringing up the numbers in my collection. Rotating babies, you know, I add babies, but then I let babies go. That got really exhausting. I'll tell you guys a bit about that. You know, in the beginning, I'm the type of person where, you know, when I get into something, whatever it is, a hobby, a job, if I take kind of something on, it's like go big or go home, you know, do it right or don't do it at all type of thing. Not that there's any right way to do it, but the more of the go big, go home. And I wanted, you know, to, you know, see so many sculpts and experience you know, so many different artists, and, you know, have box openings. And I think getting a new baby, the box openings, you know, not just the box openings, but the whole thing of you know, when you get bit by that bug and you're looking for a baby, when you find that baby, then when you're nesting, waiting for the baby to ship, the excitement. And then what I would do is I would really kind of spoil myself for my box openings. I would make my box opening day. Like I would try to get, you know, all of my work done, you know, in the days before, kind of plan, you know, plan or have dinner like cooked for that night, or plan to get pizza and make everything as easy as possible. Not that I wind up doing no work at all. And sometimes it works out to be where I would be like, okay, I'm taking the day off for the box opening. And then it becomes like one of the busiest days, because that's just life. It happens. But a lot of the times I was able to, I got a lot of work done. So I was able to enjoy, and in my head, that was my box opening day. That was my special day, the day the baby was coming home. And I loved it. You know, I had my routine where I would have the post office hold the baby, and, you know, so I would go in the morning and pick the baby up at the post office, as opposed to it going out on the mail truck and waiting until my mail doesn't come until like 4:35 in the afternoon. So I could go at 9 a.m. and pick up the doll. So I liked that. And then I would have the whole day. I could record. I can then get my video uploaded. I can interact with, you know, all of you and everybody congratulating me and all that, and have the day to do that. So it makes a really special day. And then in the coming days, it's a new baby, it's exciting, you have new clothes, you know, the whole deal. So is that part in a certain way addicting? I say yes. You know, I mean, for me, I guess everybody's different, but for me, yeah, like I would crave that. You know, if I haven't had a box opening in a month or two, I crave a new, you know, I think about it. Now, I think the more time that you let go in between, then the more special it is when it does finally happen again, which is kind of what, you know, I'm coming down to. It got really exhausting, you know, listing babies, selling babies, packing them up, you know, getting them to the post, you know, just all of that. That became a lot, and especially like certain times a year, like I wouldn't even have time. I wouldn't even be able to do it. Which, by the way, I do have my Liam. I wasn't in a rush. I didn't want to just make like a whole, you know, a whole video or anything like that. because I'm not, like, I don't need to do it right away. But my Liam, Monty, my little blonde Liam, to those of you that know him, he is definitely looking for a new mommy. You can email me at piximom4@gmail.com. That's PIXIMOM, the number 4@gmail.com. I will put that in the description below of this video. If you are interested in him, I'll try to remember to check my emails now that I know this video is going up. Because, you know, over the next month or so, then it'll start getting closer, because I have a new Liam planned, and I am super, super excited, because this is an artist that I really, really love their work. Not only do I love their work, but the artists themselves, like, I feel like a connection to, and the journey out of the work in progress, you know, when this Liam gets started, how excited the artist is, makes me feel really excited. And this Liam's gonna be it. This is gonna be my, Liam for my collection. So I'm, like, really, really excited about that. And it's coming fast, and I definitely can't have two way too big of a sculpt. So, I'm looking forward to that. And then from there, I don't really know. I had to let my chase go. And that is a sculpt that I definitely want in my forever collection. I absolutely adore the chase sculpt, probably as much as I adore the Levi sculpt. Now, obviously, as far as my Levi, Stellan is my crown jewel. He's my, he is my perfect Levi in my eyes. So I am thrilled with him. He's a really special baby. He's got some history as well, and I just love that. And I will be definitely looking for a chase that pings my heart in that way to stay in my collection. Now, I have an artist in mind, and I know she's really busy, probably not even watching my videos, but that I love, that's very special to me, that I would love, love, love for it to be that artist that creates the chase for my forever collection. So that's where I'm at. I'm thinking ahead of more of, I know it's taboo to say forever babies, but I'm thinking ahead of my long-term collection of what will be more permanently in my doll collection moving forward. Because that's just the point that I got to. So let's see. I am coming up on 2 years on YouTube in October, or maybe mid to end October, somewhere around there. And I think it was about 6 months or so before that I started collecting. So roughly 2.5 years. So it took me to that point to get to where tired out from buying and selling. I feel like I've got, a pretty good investment into my doll collection to be able to have dolls to potentially sell, to buy new if I wish. I kind of, dove in head first and stretched it at the beginning, and, hey, what's done is done. And I'm like, okay. That's where I'm at. Yeah, so I'm looking for, I guess, more stability in my collection to slow down and enjoy. I've really immersed myself, into the collecting, into the YouTubing. I mean, the YouTubing I still enjoy being immersed in, and, I'm hoping that the new policies won't affect us too bad, and that, the you know, just whatever, that it just continues on, because I really do love making videos. I love sharing with you all, you know, and all that. I really do. You know, a lot comes with it, and that's for another video. I'll talk in another video about, like, you know, my journey on YouTube and different, I wouldn't say milestones that you experience, but I think everybody, as they grow, as their YouTube channel grows in time, like, you know, how long they've been here, starts to experience different, whatchamacallit, you know, stages of what's happening with their comments, with people, you know, etc., etc. So that I will do a separate video to chat about that, because it's interesting, and it'll be interesting to hear all of your stories as well, as to, like, you know, what you experienced, and you know, around what time, you know, of how long you've been on YouTube that you started to experience things, like, you know, whatever, your first comment from, like, somebody outside the doll community that says, you know, what are you, nuts, or they look dead, or, you know, I don't know, stuff like that. And you know, I remember I got to a certain point, and I don't know why, but at probably about 6 months in, I got to where the people begging, like, those kind of people got, like, really out of hand. It was constant. It was, like, every day. And I think because they see that you're kind of new and coming up, so everybody that tries to pull, like, the sob stories, thinking that maybe, you know, they'll fool you and you'll give away a baby, feeling bad for them or something like that, they work on those people. You know, so there's a certain point in time where that starts coming in, and I buckled down and, like, went down hard, and I was like, you know, you do that on my channel, you're getting blocked and deleted, period. And you know, rarely did I interact and say anything like, oh, that's rude, or I've made a few videos explaining, you know, my stand and how I feel, and I think that those videos actually made a difference. It cut down by, like, 75%, literally, of people asking me on YouTube and on Instagram. Isn't that interesting? All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see, there's a lot of cars that are, you know, you gotta be aggressive to get anywhere in New York. So I want to get out of this slow lane here and start moving, because it's not, you know, I mean, if I was only going a couple exits, it wouldn't matter. But I am, let's see, we're coming up on exits 55 to 56, and I have to go all the way to exit 68. So I have quite a ways to go. The traffic will continue to build because it's Friday and it's coming up on rush hour. So in about a half an hour, all of this will be literally bumper to bumper. So the faster I can kind of scooch forward, the better I am. So that's about it. I just wanted to check in with you all, you know, say hello, make an appearance. You know, I know some of you all wonder when us YouTubers kind of go silent, and you know, of course, people have been messaging me, and again, as I said in my last video, I am totally fine. You know, busy with stuff. It's nothing bad. It's just you know, stuff in life, and actually a lot of it is fun, and certainly going to be enjoying the weather this weekend. I'm definitely enjoying my new vehicle here, my Ford Explorer. You know, it's more of a truck. It's been since I was like a teenager since I've had a truck, or, you know, driven a truck. It's a fun ride. It does have 4-wheel drive, and we do live close to the beach, so it is a gorgeous weekend. And although this is my family vehicle, so I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy to get, sand or anything, whatever, but just like a little ride 4-wheeling on the beach, because you can drive down the beach, just, even slow, just it's like bumpy. I don't know. It'll be fun, and it's pretty, and you see the, water. And I mean, look at this beautiful day. Look at this blue sky, and oh my gosh. There's not, we're coming up on the winter, so it's like, woohoo, enjoy this weather. Let's see. Let me see. The air's on, but let's see if we can. I don't know. Can you all see out my sunroof? Ooh. Say hi about my sunroof. Now people are looking. The lady behind me like, oh my gosh, what's this whack-a-noodle doing? Got a whack-a-noodle in front of me. Well, she's saying, you know what I mean. But anywho, so yeah, I think, well, if I could get up there and get moving a little bit, I'll shut the AC off. I will roll down the windows, open the sunroof, and blast some, I actually brought a CD in here, so I have some golden oldies, a CD that has my favorite song on it, which is Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys, and that is what I am off to do. So I like to sing and wave to people and smile and make somebody's, be silly and make somebody laugh when they're, feel good when they're sitting in traffic. I've so much as had conversations with cars next to me like, yeah, it's a beautiful day and blah, blah, blah. There's always something good to come of, anything like sitting in traffic or whatever. So I spent some of this time talking to all of you, and I'm going to spend the rest of this time in and out of some traffic in my new vehicle with some good music and possibly chatting with my fellow commuters, I guess you would say. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more and you would like to see my doll collection, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video and so you receive invites to my live streams. And hey, on your way out, if you have not already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. All right, everyone, till next time, God bless.